Almost 100 people evacuated from a haze-filled Delta flight today. It happened just minutes after taking off from Atlanta. And Atlanta News First reporter Chelsea Beimfor is at the airport with more. Chelsea.
Yeah, truly terrifying moments when that smoky substance began to fill into the cabin of that plane. We spoke with one passenger who said to her it smelled electrical. She was just thankful that everybody made it safely back to the ground.
We had to evacuate off the plane. It was smoking. I don't know where we are.
Terrifying moments for passengers of Delta Flight 876 out of on Monday. The jet forced to make an emergency landing after a haze filled the cabin just moments after takeoff.
Are they returning to the airport? We took off, and next thing you know, I started to smell something.
Alexis Rossi and 93 other passengers aboard were heading to Columbia, South Carolina. About 3 minutes after climbing into the air, Rossi says people started yelling.
And then people started kind of saying, smoke, fire, kept saying it. And then took a couple of minutes, probably about 2 minutes into that, we were still climbing up and it was getting worse. And the flight attendants came on and told us, breathe through your jackets or your shirts and just duck low. And that's what we did.
Delta Airlines says the flight crew followed procedures, declaring an emergency to get priority handling from air traffic control. Once the plane was safely on the ground, slides were deployed for passengers to evacuate.
This was the scariest thing I ever encountered.
Last week, another Delta jet flipped upside down while landing at the Toronto airport in snowy conditions. And over the weekend, a Delta plane headed to Sydney, Australia, made an emergency landing at LAX after smoke was detected on board. Of course, this all comes after an American Airlines flight collided with a Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C. last month, making some passengers more hesitant to travel by air.
A bit anxious. We literally are just saying our prayers a little bit more often than before.
Doesn't bother me. I still feel safe.
That Delta passenger we spoke with, Alexis Rossi, says she will continue to keep flying despite today's incident, which the FAA is now investigating. Delta released a statement that said, in part, passenger safety is the most important thing. Reporting live from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, Chelsea Beimfor, Atlanta News First.